Hello survivors, and welcome to We Who Survive. My name is James, and today we're going to do a quick how-to instructional video on digipicking, which is this is the lockpicking system inside of Starfield. So you start with 4 different types of, I guess you'd say, picks or patterns to choose from, and the whole goal here is to get all of these little holes slotted. Each time you get a layer slotted, you move down to the next one. So it's a rather simple premise, and being that you can move these in any order, you can move and test and check a lot without having to commit to anything. So just starting, I see out here we have quite a bit more than we do on the inside, so the inside should be much simpler. It might even be able to get finished with just these 2. Let me see. Got that one? Alright, perfect. So our inside is already figured out, so now we only have to figure out this outside ring, which should not be difficult at all because everything can only go so many places. So this one has to go there, which assumes then that this guy is going to come way over here. And I'm using A and D, by the way, to move these around, so it's pretty convenient. So now I'm just going to click these in place, click these in place, click these,
You're in.
and we're in, exactly as Sam has said. Ooh, and it looks like we actually got some pretty decent loot out of it, if nothing else but to sell. So, heck yeah, man, I will happily take that. As you move up to advanced and higher, they will sort of make it a little more complicated by giving you some locks you won't use. I'm going to go try to find an advanced lock now so we can cover that. That's the highest I'll be able to go up to covering. Alright, thankfully down here in the gold bank deposit area, I managed to find some advanced locks. So I will show you how these work as well. So it's just a bigger version of the same puzzle. The only difference is you have more of these keys, so to speak, I guess you would call them, to attempt to use. And usually I think it's 2 of them you don't wind up using. But the same premise applies. You just go through one by one, try to figure it all out before you start clicking anything in place. And then you start clicking stuff into place. And generally, I try to look for shapes that I already know. So like over here, this seems to me like this might be a 2-piecer, but I'll have to look. It's going to be one of these 2 if so. Yeah, and then it would be this single probably. So there's the outer ring figured out already. I'll just go ahead and lock those in. And now we have this inside ring, and we're only most likely going to use 2 of those. So knowing that, I'm expecting to use at least one of these really big hefty ones. We may use this guy. Let's take a look. Yep, that seems to line up, and that leaves us with one of these Y-shaped boys left. If you see, we have 1, 2, 3 holes left missing. So it's safe to assume that we're going to be using this guy over here. And we in fact are, so we'll lock that in, come back here, lock this in, and boom, we're all good. Take your loot. That's right, Samco. Alright people, and that is how you lockpick / digipick in Starfield, so thank you for watching. My bank now, boy. You're gonna be a part of whatever I tell you, Sam.